I don't like the part, I can get rid of it. I can click here, right click, and I can delete. Kind of cool. If I like it and I want to, let's say, I want to maybe duplicate this track and I want to add more of it. Well, I can go to right here, I can copy, and then I can paste. And see, it pasted the same part right after the first part. I can just do it again from the keyboard, pressing my paste option, Command V on my Mac, and I can keep doing it over and over again. As you can see right there. We'll move this back to here again, get a better view of it, and I can copy and paste any part. Even if I want to copy and paste this again, grab here, grab this part, this part, this part, I can just select copy, then I'll select paste, and we've extended those parts out also as well. So it's pretty simple. Once you get a part you like, you can extend it out. Now I want to do a keyboard. Now I've already done one already, which you can see right here, but I want to do an alternate take, which I always do just in case I want to play it a little different than the first time. And I can go right here to alternate take, right above the quantize record in the transport section. I click there, and now I have a brand new track. So I go back to this track again. I'm going back to the top of this loop section I've got here. And next what I want to do is I want to record. So let me find my part first. Get a little higher pitch. Got it. And now we'll record. Now, just recorded in that sequence. Some parts weren't as loud as others. At least a few notes. So here I'll just make sure I pull it back. I know the size of my loop should be about this much. As you can see here in the inspector, it says it's 4 bars. I'm going to double click on that clip, and now we can see the notes that I played. And we can also see the velocity of each note. Now you can tell some notes, the velocities are kind of like low. Like for example here, the D right here is just about almost white. And the notes that are held down longest or hit hardest, as you can see, are red. So I can click on this note, the inspector shows me the velocity level, and I can say, well, I might use that. What I can do though, I can go into here, and I'll put the velocity in. And now as you can see, it's red. I'm going to bring it down a little more maybe, and the more I bring it down, it sort of lightens up a little bit more. Now I'll play it back from the top of this sequence, get an idea how it sounds. So if I don't like a part, so I double click here again to see it better, I can always take it out or move it around. Like for example here, in the beginning here, some of these notes don't extend as long as the other ones. So I may want to grab a note, and you'll notice that the cursor turns into this left and right arrow. And I can just drag it out just a little bit more to where I want to have that note extended to. I can click on that note there and drag it out. Now I'll play it again from the top. And one here extends a little too long, but I think I want to make this one extend a little bit longer. I see it move, so be careful. You might move the note. Make sure the arrow's at the end and then extend it out a little bit more. That's it. And this one is too far. I can just drag it back a little bit. And now I'll play it back from here. Now the beauty of doing this inside of Reason 7 is that I can actually select as many notes as I'd like in that sequence. So for example, let's say I wanted to select this note, hold the shift key down, this note, and this note. Then if I wanted to extend, I just grab one of them and they all extend at the same time. Now if you don't want to have it snap to a grid, make sure snap to grid is off. And then let's sort of like zoom in a little more. And that way we can just get it perfect. Just put the cursor there and we can move it and slot it without having it snap to the grid. Right there. and play it from the top. Perfect. I can also write my notes in too. It's pretty simple. So if I know the chord structure, I may click right here, and I'm going to grab a little pencil tool right here. I'm going to hit the W for write, and I click right here. I got a note. It's pretty simple. So undo that though. And I want to start my note from right here in the beginning. And I'm clicking and dragging, and I got the note right there, right? And I can run back to the top here and play it. Let's go back to the top from right here. So that note is wrong. Now if it's wrong, you can always drag it. So we're going back here to our selector. We're going to drag it down one, and we'll play it back. That note is right. See? So it's very simple. Anybody can do this pretty much. So I go back here. I want to put one more note in here. I want to put this E in here. So W for right. I'm going to go right down to here. Oh, let's not put it there. Let's put it at the very beginning. And play it from the top now. Perfect. So you can also add notes, not just play them in. You can write them right into the sequence.